I'm Moist, TEMPHUiBIS here, and Happy New Year to you guys. Even though it's a little bit after that, as usual, I always do these analysis a little later on. And all I got to start off with is saying, new year, new phone. As you can see, if you may be able to tell, I'm looking at the screen on my phone right now, and I can see that it's actually showing the whole studio and all that in the shot, and all that. I also noticed the phone is doing this weirdness where it's like it looks like it's zooming in and out by itself sometimes. I don't know how to sort it out. I've been looking in the settings. I don't see where to sort that out is. So if anybody knows, yeah. So if anybody knows, this is the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. If anybody has the S8 or S8 Plus or this phone, yeah, and they know how to get rid of that issue, maybe it may not actually show that on the recording, I don't know, but it's showing it here on the screen, that this weird zooming in and out type thing. Please let me know. So let's go on to the video, right, yeah? Now, I want to begin with this video. I mean, a lot of people have been asking to hear this analysis, but I really want to begin with this, just like letting you guys know that this video might be a little bit on the negative side. It might a little bit on the sad side, you know? Because, or as you know, all I ever do is tell you guys the truth. It might be a little bit emo-ish for you guys. If you guys are not in the mood to hear any negativity or anything sad right now, yeah, then this is your chance to turn off the video. Alright. So, there's been a lot of positives this year. I say last year. There's been a few positives and everything and all that. And even though the year did end up with a bang, I'll get to that later on, yeah. Even though I've had some good times, yeah, at the end of the year and stuff, I gotta say, yeah, that 2017 is probably the worst year of my life. And am I saying that, yeah, because my dad passed away? Yes. What else can I say? I've lost a good man in my life. I lost probably the only male role model. Well, not the only, but like, you know, I've lost a good friend. I've lost my fucking dad. You know what I mean? This year, and now my dad died in October, but I've been spending the majority of the year looking after my dad, you know. One day after my birthday, so this is March the 5th, right, my dad fainted on me and my mum twice. I took him to the hospital and he fainted in the nurse's arms. And, you know, we all know, yeah, that obviously we all know it's related, yeah, to cancer. But you see what I'm saying, right? Yeah. That was already a bad sign. And things did get better, but then it went bad again. Better. And bad again. You know, it was just, there was just not a side of thinking, yeah, that this was that year was the year that you was going to lose your dad. You know? One of the really, really brilliant things that happened in 2017 was the fact that ever since I started Taekwondo, I always wanted to meet and train with Ginger Ninja Trickster, who's a big YouTuber, a very, very big YouTuber and brilliant martial artist, very great martial artist and everything like that, yeah. I wanted to meet him because his kicks are fantastic, and I wanted to get some good tips from him. You know, most martial artists always train with a lot of people. I decided to train with this guy because I think he's one of the best. And I've always wanted to train with him, and it took me 2 years to organise a time when I could actually train with him. And his place is all the way in Wales, you know. And I remembered when I booked the lesson with him, I booked it in September. On the night before Wales, I slept around my brother's house because my brother lives sort of halfway from here to Wales, sort of thing like that. And I knew that in the morning I was going to drive from my brother's house to Ginger Ninja Trickster's place. When I got to Wales and I got to his place, I spoke to my mum on the phone. You know, I was telling my mum, yeah, that I'm ready to start. I was in a happy mood. I was very, very happy and all that, yeah. My mum was ridiculously too scared to tell me that she was actually currently in the hospital because my dad was having trouble breathing and the news already came out that the cancer has already got to stage 4. But my mum didn't want to tell me that because she knew if she had told me that, obviously I would have cancelled it with Ginger Ninja Trickster right there, and I would have drove home from Wales like a maniac. I would have been, you know, she knows that it was pissed off. So bless my mum. She wanted me to have my day. She knew how much I wanted to train with Ginger Ninja Trickster, so she didn't tell me when I got there. Obviously, we had to wait till I was finished. So I did spend almost 2 hours with Ginger Ninja Trickster training and enjoying it. And if you're following me on Instagram, you see the pictures that I took with him. Yeah, the picture of us doing a flying kick. I enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed training with him. I enjoyed getting their little hints and stuff to help me get more flexible and stuff. It was like a brilliant, brilliant day until I got back home to my brother's house. That's when my brother's wife tells me to ring my mum. And my mum tells me Dad's having trouble breathing. I drove to the hospital. When I got to the hospital, saw my dad, saw my mum. My cousin was in there. They had something to tell me. When they told me about the stage 4, I burst out crying like a bitch. So this was about September that happened. You know, they told me that the cancer has got worse. It's gone to stage 4. There was a lot happening to his lungs that was irreversible, really. Like just not very reversible. Just basically couldn't be healed. That was more or less the beginning of the end for my dad. I was knowing that they were going to do chemotherapy. And when it got to the point where I found out that my dad was so weak that they couldn't do the chemotherapy, I started to notice he was getting weaker and weaker and weaker. One time, I had to carry my dad. I had to carry him. I had to really support my dad for him to go to the toilet. I already knew he wasn't going to get the chemo. At one point, he had the appointment to go get for the chemo. I knew they weren't going to do it for him anyway. And I had to carry him to the chair outside the house. Wow. There was not one thought in my mind that was the last time my dad left this house. Ever. That was it. That was the last time my dad walked out of this. My dad would come out of this house. I was looking after him in the hospital. I was feeding him in the hospital. Later on I heard he only got 2 weeks left to live. That was it. That was the beginning of the end, mate. That was the beginning of the end. What the fuck? What the hell? That's how it was, man. You gotta think, yeah, all this happened all in this 1 year. So that's what was really, really bad about it. So my dad's always been the one who used to advise me about a lot of things in life, you know. there's a lot of memories. I'm not going to really share all my memories. I know this video is already dragging on, so I've got to get off this subject in a moment, yeah. But there is a lot of memories I have with my dad, and a lot of great things and all that. And there's a lot of hurtful things about this situation. One of the shocking things, you know, I'm not going to get into that. As you know, obviously, I'm just saying, yes, this is a bad year because I've been worried throughout the majority of this year, and looking after my dad, and he still passes away in October. That's why I'm saying it's the worst year of my life. You know, I've been acting completely selfish throughout most of the year because I'm the one moaning and bitching about my dad's gone, and I completely forgot about most of my friends who have lost their dads, who are well younger than me when they lost their dads. At least my dad passes away while I'm 33. Some of these people, as I've said, have lost their dads when they were just 18, some of them even younger than that. So I'm trying my best to be strong for my mum, and I can't be selfish. Obviously, one of the reasons why, you know, the thing is, I ain't gonna lie to you guys here. I'm a little bit of a daddy's boy. I am a little bit of a mummy's boy, of course. I think for a lot of people who know me personally know I'm like this. And obviously, I'm living with my dad and my mum. That's what I was. So when my dad left, it's really that hard for me. Now me and my mum's in this house all by ourselves. Obviously, I'm looking after her the best way I can, and she's looking after me as well. You know. But yeah, that's why this year, even though what I'm about to say now, what I'm literally about to, for the rest of the video, what I'm going to speak about, despite what I'm going to say now, yeah, this was the worst year. Just for that. Anyway, but yeah, 2017, yeah, one thing what was really cool about the year was me working on my arcade stick. While I was looking after my dad, I was also working on my arcade stick, and I was working on my documentary as well. And I'm very proud with how my arcade stick came out, and proud with the documentary because it's some of the best work I've done in a long while, probably since the Pulse Terrific Current music video. And you know, a lot of people loved the arcade stick. Actually, I'll get to that. I'll get to that in a moment. You know, like I said, so many things I've wanted to do for a long while all happened to have happened in 2017. I've always wanted to do an arcade stick. I've got my arcade stick done now. Always wanted to meet Ginger Ninja Trickster. That happened. And like I said, that was a brilliant time. I had a real good time here with Ginger Ninja Trickster. I was seeing his moves. When you watch his moves on YouTube, it's all brilliant. But when you see it right in front of you, it's like, freaking hell. He's so light on his feet. He's so fast. You know, I wish I could kick like him. Well, I'm working at it. So I'm saying. And I plan to go train there again. It's not going to be the only time. I'm going to be training with him again soon. And I'm just saying, it was so good that first time meeting him. And I got to... he was teaching me the Webster, and I was doing as good as I can with the Webster, and I was so surprised to get as close as I could get to land it. For anyone who don't know what a Webster is, it's a one-legged flip. You know, if you type it in, he's got a tutorial on it as well. Oh man, I definitely enjoyed that. It was definitely a brilliant day. Now, you always say one thing leads to another. Since I finished the arcade stick, as I've said to you guys already, it led to me going to my first Tekken tournament. And I've met up with a lot of people. You know, enjoyed meeting new friends and stuff. And even though I lost in that tournament, you know, I really enjoyed myself. And I got to chat to a lot more people now, chatting to a lot more people on Twitter. And I've added a few more people on PS4 and I'm playing with those guys online as well, you know. And guess what? There was another tournament today. I came out in the first round again today, but today I've met even more people, and there's going to be another competition next week as well. And I'm hyped. I can't wait to go. And I mean, I'm really, really, really enjoying myself. You know, it's really great to meet up with such a great friendly bunch of people. It's good to know that Tekken has got such a massive community with what it is. I remember the time when I did a video a long time ago saying is Tekken 7 going to be the last Tekken. I take that back now. With the community going as strong like this, Tekken's going to continue. But yes. Yeah, that's really been the whole year ending with a bang. Because what's good as well is that they all like the Tekken arcade. They all like the Zape the arcade stick. They were looking at the stick. They were like, rah. They could see a lot of work, a lot of passion went into it, and the interest for Zape is starting to grow. So there's a little bit more motivation now of doing something again with him. So at the moment, I haven't got much projects planned besides pictures when it comes to Zape, but I know that there's going to be something. I know I'm going to want to do something later on in the future. That's big. And, you know, like I said, man, you know, I always want to just thank everybody for the support. You know, I want to thank everyone for the support when I was going through the bad patch, because it's all helped me out so much there. And I want to thank everybody for the support when I was going to see Ginger Ninja Trickster and when I was doing this arcade stick. And I thank everyone for watching the documentary as well. I'm really proud with how it's turned out, and I'm very glad with the response it's got. You know, one of the most annoying things that happened in 2017, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know about this, is I actually got 2 punctured tyres in the space of 9 days. And both were done by screws. How annoying is that? You know, there was lots of times when something was going wrong with my car and I kept missing loads of days off work because of that. Those were all the frustrating things, but the best thing about just 2017 was just I managed to get some cool stuff done. I remember saying that I had 3 projects planned for 2017. One project was obviously the arcade stick, yeah, but it took the whole of the year technically. So those other 2 projects are obviously not going to be done. It was in 2017, because it's 2018 already. But I've started the second thing right now. I don't think it'll take as long as it. Well, it's a bit expensive. It's not as expensive as the arcade stick, but it's expensive. So it all just depends on how things just go, really. I don't usually give a plan for when it gets done, because when you do that and then you find, oh, okay, the first thing takes a whole year, then you're like, it's quite hard, really. But so I'm just trying to explain to you some of the plans I'm doing. Obviously, guys, so what to expect in 2018? Well, expect a lot more Tekken streams. I hope you guys are liking the streams and stuff. You know, I'm hoping you guys liking my little streams of the Crusher on UFC 2. And as you know, UFC 3 is going to be coming out soon as well. You know, I've got a few videos I'm going to upload about that. I've got a couple of vlog ideas which I should definitely come out with. You know, something I need to record in the future. So there's still going to be a couple of vlogs and that. Not much else to say besides what I have said already. Just thanks very much, yeah, you guys here for all the support and everything. You know, here's someone down here to say thank you as well. Yeah, look at the camera, you biggie boy. It's a big belly, you biggie. Well, guys, yeah, that's everything I've got to say. Yeah, so thanks very much. Yeah, I really appreciate all the support everyone's given me on this channel, and I always apologise that I don't give the constant content that I used to give back in the olden days. But I'm pretty sure everybody understands everything. Yeah, so thanks very much, guys. I'll speak to you all later. Love who you are.